On this 6.6 diesel Silverado, P0401 means the control module may be seeing exhaust gas recirculation flow that is lower than expected. In plain language, the engine is asking for EGR flow, then watching airflow feedback to decide whether the system actually responded. The truck may only have a check engine light, or it can have possible emissions or drivability complaints, depending on how far the airflow response is off. Broadly, this can involve the EGR path, intake or exhaust restrictions and leaks, the MAF signal, intake air control, turbo plumbing, or aftermarket equipment affecting airflow. Start with the basic system checks, follow a structured diagnostic approach, and if other codes are present, check what they mean first, instead of chasing P0401 in isolation. Before judging the diagnostic result, reproduce the operating conditions for the P0401 monitor. The prerequisite related faults need to be not set, fuel control needs to be in closed loop, and the P0401 gate is this: ambient air temperature warmer than -7 degrees Celsius, 19.4 degrees Fahrenheit, barometric pressure greater than 72 kilopascal, 10.4 psi, engine coolant temperature warmer than 60 degrees Celsius, 140 degrees Fahrenheit, engine speed 750 to 2000 RPM, and ignition and start signal greater than 11 volts. Once those gates are met, the DTC can run continuously after the running conditions are met for greater than 1 second. The logic here is command versus response. For this fault family, the setting condition is mass airflow commanded state does not match the actual state for greater than 12.5 seconds. The code handling for setting and clearing is type B. So the diagnostic path is not just looking for an EGR part by name. It is checking whether commanded EGR operation lines up with the airflow change the module expects to see. With the ignition on and the vehicle in service mode, look at the scan tool parameter for the exhaust gas recirculation valve position sensor. It needs to read 5 to 95%. If it is outside that range, pause the P0401 path and diagnose the EGR valve position sensor fault path first. If it is in range, continue with the flow and restriction checks. Next, verify the related airflow conditions are not present. Check for an air cleaner element that is restricted or saturated with water. Check the EGR cooler bypass valve, EGR cooler, and EGR valve for restriction, binding, sticking, visible damage, or anything that would keep flow from being correct. Also look for exhaust leaks, missing exhaust components, exhaust restriction, induction leaks or restriction, a sticking or restricted intake airflow valve, and turbocharger leaks or restriction. The diagnostic aids also point you toward aftermarket devices that may affect system operation, MAF measuring element contamination, a skewed MAF signal, and a restricted intake air duct. If you find one of these conditions, correct it as needed before moving on. If those checks do not reveal a listed condition, clear the DTCs. Then operate the vehicle within the P0401 running conditions, or reproduce the captured conditions from the stored data. After the monitor has had a fair chance to run, verify that P0401 does not set again. If P0401 sets again after the EGR position signal is in range, and no listed airflow, EGR, intake, exhaust, or turbo condition is found, the next directed action is to replace the Q14 exhaust gas recirculation valve. If no DTC is set, the result is all okay. Keep verification separate from the testing. After any repair, verify the repair and confirm the code stays gone. The takeaway is simple. Prove the monitor conditions, confirm the EGR position signal, eliminate airflow path problems, then make the final call based on whether P0401 returns. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.